All right, good morning. So as promised, you get two freebies each day. I haven't gotten my uh, regular updates out, um, but you have gotten your two freebies each day as I promised for 2 days in a row. And again, the freebies are kind of like also a winter surprise as well. So you get a freebie and a winter surprise. And when I say freebie, I primarily mean an unscripted video where I just kind of go with the flow of things and the models and whatever kind of flows with the update. So here's a freebie update. Um, let's take a look. First of all, again, National Hurricane Center. Got our Atlantic Ocean. Not worried about this one bit. Pacific, I am worried. Not just now, but the whole season long. Just you got to understand that the source of every weather event globally this year will be the El Nino. His warm triggers movement of molecules and just a lot of potential energy gets stored that was stored and it gets released as kinetic energy. It starts impacting the MJO and it just sends waves of energy throughout the globe due to this major warm source region of the El Nino. So again, going to be our powerhouse of energy for this winter, producing our weather systems, our cold fronts, really everything you can name under the sun. Um, in terms of the Central Pacific, we have a little guy here in the yellow, nothing organized. Layla is still going strong, 45-mile-per-hour hurricane or tropical storm rather. This guy's alive and well. Disturbance number one. I do want to take a look at our storm prediction center because we're getting towards the second severe weather season, and I don't know if they tell you this on the news enough, but we have two main severe weather seasons. One is from March to July, and then it kind of backs off in August where everything gets really too warm and stable for instability. And then our second severe weather season is primarily from, I would say, now until October. Um, again, because you're going into that instability period again. Nothing really that I'm concerned about on these maps, though. Good news, we don't want severe weather. Um, okay, so we're gonna take a look at our let's do our Euro weeklies first, and this is yesterday's run, which is our latest run because we did not do this yesterday. Again, we got some decent snow cover continuing to pile up on the forecast model maps. Temperatures next 46 days, very warm across much of the United States. And again, Atlantic, nothing's going to happen hurricane wise. And Pacific, it's all going to be active, but primarily over waters where the El Nino is most active and warm. So, all right. Um, I would like to look at our CFS V2 because they have a daily run each day, which is quite beneficial for all of us. So, taking a look at our monthly temperatures from our latest daily run, which is today, August 27th. This is for August temperatures, September temps, October temps, November temps. So, again, we're seeing it cycle back to the cold mode. Yesterday we had a warm run and the model's starting to, okay, peak that out, go back down to cold, is what I'm seeing in this, in my opinion. Looking at, no, that's all I want to do because this isn't a very reliable run since it's not what I think this winter will be, or the beginning even, which will be primarily cold. But we will take a look at a dog fight here, but let's see. Let's take a look at our NOAA NAO, North Atlantic Oscillation, and we're going to take a look at that. And again, very, very negative. Um, it's trying so hard to get a ridge over eastern Canada and a trough over the eastern USA, but it's just not happening because right now the El Nino is overpowering the entire situation. And until those warm waters shift to the central Pacific, we're going to see a lot of warmth until that happens. But when they do, lights out, it's going to get cold. What do I want to look at? I know what I want to look at. We're going to look at the last 2 winters and compare them. How did our last 2 winters pan out in terms of cold, in terms of snow, etc.? Let's check that out. I'm interested. All right. PSD, great site. Unfortunately, they closed it down, but it still has all the old records on it. We're going to look at our 500 millibar. Let's see, where can I find? Oh, geo potential height at 500 millibar. Okay, we're going to take a look from December 1st to February 1st, our winter months. We're going to start off with from the beginning, which is the winter of 2023, 2024. So that's 2 winters ago. We're going to do our anomalies for the Northern Hemisphere and see how this winter panned out. And again, it's a decent winter. In fact, it's quite similar to the setup this winter. I don't think it'll turn out the same because I don't believe this was a very cold and snowy winter at all. But nonetheless, we have a cold winter here. It was like our first one we had in quite a long time. Very good pattern. Let's take a look at our winter of 24-25 now. And that was last winter, obviously. I'm sorry. That was not last winter. I'm sorry, okay. This is 2 winters ago. That was 3 winters ago. Here's last winter. Again, so last winter, we had a trough centralized over the northeastern USA, and a ridge over the west. It doesn't look like a very favorable pattern, but a lot of areas saw a pretty cold winter 2 winters ago, rather. Now we will take a look at this past winter of 25-26. And this is definitely a colder winter setup and outlook. It looks to me like that. Going from a trough here in the northeast, a ridge in the west. And why don't we close off with how the temperatures panned out for that winter, the actual temperatures. Air temperature at our surface level looks like this. And let's see. Here's our temperatures for last winter. Again, it's nothing major, but we do have an area of cold there in the east. It was a pretty cold winter. Overall, all in all, we're in a series now of colder winters. We'll have to follow that through the next 10 years, honestly, the next decade, and see how and where it will take us, because I strongly believe in my gut we're in for a change in the climate pattern. I think we're going into a series of cold winters in the next 10 to 20 years. That's just my initial thoughts. Let's take that further as time goes on. In the meantime, hope you enjoyed this freebie update. Enjoy your Thursday, and have a great day.